Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Burt. Yes, it's me, Burt Curtis, Burt. Good to see everybody. Hello. Burt. Today, well, not today, but tomorrow, marks the first day I started uploading and making videos for this channel, actually. So it's a pretty sentimental day for me. I've been doing this for a whole ass year. you know. I mean, you know, yeah, woo! So, but if you consider all the actors' other endeavors in terms of doing this, this is literally the first channel they've been able to upkeep for longer than a year, really. Longer than a few months, really. Which is good, because I feel like they learned a lot in terms of how they're supposed to, video production goes and what they're supposed to do and all that junk. And I feel like with that being said, it's good that the manager / actor of this channel is able to be able to take what she's learned and use it to her advantage. Aren't you guys proud of her? Everybody say you're proud of her. Ow! I demand it! Say it! She works hard for me! Also put some money in her coffee. She deserves it. She deserves like $5,000. Obviously. I would give it to her, but my money's not good in her dimension. Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if any of you guys know who the actor is personally, but if you do, let her know that she is loved. Just like I do. I let her know she's loved. Anyway, I do want to yap a little bit before I get started with a mince raft, but because this is the news, because I had to pelt you guys with news that only I'm excited about. But from what I can tell, and this is just me picking off the grapevine that is Tumblr, but apparently there's a new game, new Toho game that was just announced just recently. Like, holy shit! There's a new Toho game coming out. It's Toho 20! Wait, is the latest version out already? No, my Optifine! Damn it! Hold on, I gotta double check something really quick. Optifine. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Well, anyway. It's only for... Wait. Yeah. New one. It's the newest one. I'm gonna go ahead and download this for the time being right now. Oh. Dang it, it's only for 1.24. I don't have 1.24. 1.25! What? Must use Iris 1.2.1. We're not gonna have pretty shaders, guys. At least not right now. Apparently, while I wasn't looking, the new version released while I was after mine. I missed the April Fool's joke. Damn it. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Toho 20 has just been dropped. It is going to be coming out. The demo is going to be releasing May 5th at Reitaisai. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Reitaisai in Japan. The 22nd one to be exact. So sometime on the 4th in the middle of the night, really. And then on August 25th, it'll be releasing the full version at Comiket 106. And I don't know if you guys know what Comiket is. It's like basically a big old Japanese geek market, which is really cool, honestly. I've always wanted to go. I never really go to Japan when it's up and running, so it's always good to go. But I can't wait. I can't wait for the new Toho game. It's gonna be great. All we have right now is the title screen. One moment. I will, I'm going, like I said, I appreciate shoving news that you guys probably don't care about in your face. And you will enjoy it, though. You will enjoy it, whether you like it or not. Here we go. Open link in new tab. Save images. Put them down. And here it is! This is all we have right now for the title screen. Oh my god, there's a... I didn't even notice this when I was looking at it last night, but look at this! What do you suppose that means? That looks sus. That looks sus as fuck. It's like Illuminati, but upside down. And there's a city, too. Do you think that... For those of you who don't know, the world of Toho takes place in a magical fantasy world detached from reality called Gensokyo. And Gensokyo is separated from the outside world. Since this looks like the outside world, do you think that maybe they might be going there? Oh, weird. Man, that's so cool. Oh, I didn't even notice that when I was looking at it last night. I was just too excited about the new game. Oh, man. I was way too excited about the new game to understand that the way it looks. So they got Illuminati upside down in a city. Oh, the same one with the known song, Bad Apple. Oh yeah, Bad Apple. I've been wanting to cover that song, I guess. I don't know. I don't know Japanese. But that doesn't mean I can't sing in it. There's a lot of Hololive girls that only speak English, but they sing in Japanese. That would be cool. If I could sing in Japanese. But, you know, there's a long list of songs that I want to cover. It's just, the list goes on and on and on. Anyway, that's my exciting news for the day. I hope you guys have had a good, day so far. I'm sorry for those of you who haven't had a good day. Hugs out to you. I love you guys so much, and I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to be excited. So I guess that means that with a new update releasing, I guess that means that gas guys are a thing, you know? Little gas guys. Oh, there's pigs! That's right! They've been playing Minecraft story mode again all day. Ah. A game that I want to play. Actually, the only Telltale game I own is Strong Vad's Cool Game for Attractive People, which I am very half tempted to pause any Let's Play that I have and play through my entire birth month. We have new Henry Stickmin merch? What? What? I have a very important question. Am I in it? Is there anything with me? You have to tell me. You have to tell me right now. You have to tell me right now. I can't. Ah. Fortunately, nah. Then what's the point? What's the fucking point? What? What's the fucking point? What is it? Because there's no point. There really isn't. Oh, the title screen for the new version looks cute. Ah! You have official Top Hat Clan mug? Oh, well, that's nice. Oh my god, now I have to know, I have to see. I have to see. What was the name of the store again? Was it like Inner Sloth? Like Inner Sloth store? Like the fan store or whatever? Oh wait, it would... I don't know. Knowing my luck, it's probably sold out. Damn it! I was gonna get it from my manager. I'll post it on Twitter or Instagram. I don't have either of those because I, unfortunately, don't like being spied on. Oh, we need Burt mugs or headphones or something. Yeah, I understand. Maybe I should get a sponsor. But if I'm gonna sponsor headphones, they have to be good ones. Because there's far few, it's far few and in between all these, all the mugs. The good, not the good mugs, the good headphones you can get these days. Just search up Henry Stickmin merch, I guess. Well, sometimes you get stuff like Etsy stores or unofficial sites, like, that have, like, t-shirts worn by Chinese bootleg places or whatever. Henry Stickmin collection merch. Ah, it is the Inner Sloth store. Then why did it come up when I asked it? Oh, that's cool. Oh. Henry gets, like, coasters and stuff. What the frick? It's dumb. Why is there a body pillow that says Charles Helicopter Body Pillow? Why? Why is there... Hold on, I gotta show you guys what I'm seeing right now. I have to show you guys now what I'm seeing. It has to be precise in how I do this, unfortunately. Hold on. I need to understand it. And this. I need to understand this. I need to understand this. Is this marketed towards my brother? Because if it is, he's more of a simp than I thought. I thought he liked Henry. Maybe on the other side is Henry. That's why it's sold out, because Henry's on the other side. They're trying to hide the secret that he's lusting for that idiot. I don't understand what he sees in that idiot. I really don't. Hold on, let me see. Man, I was gonna get some Animal Crossing playlist music. Got a tote. Why does he have a coaster set? Perfect for keeping your energy drink not included on hand without ruining the plan or table. Ah, this item is temporarily unavailable in the EU. Oh yeah, that's right. They say opposites attract, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. They've even got mugs. This mug is nice and red. It's very cute. Something to keep in mind. We've been yapping for far too long. We've been yapping for far too long. We've been yapping for 5 billion years. I'm just kidding. We've only been yapping for about 10 or 15 minutes. Has it been that long already? Oh shit. It's doing that thing again. Or it's not quite fitting the window. I don't understand this, but oh well. Yeah. Fix. There we go. Okay. I can't believe Minecraft updated while I wasn't looking. Oh well. Not much I can do. I guess I can just do it. Let's just play. Where were we? What were we doing anyway? Oh yeah, this. We were doing this, and I was super duper unsure about it. But well, there is one thing I know I'm super duper sure about, and that is destroying this. So, I guess that's just how it works. I'm just mad. I'm just bitter. I cannot believe that I still don't have merch. What kind of cruel world is this? I deserve it more than anybody! I really don't understand the world that we live in, but oh well. Not much I can do. Not much I can do, unfortunately. Maybe I can get one of those Etsy maybe I can get a custom pin from an Etsy seller. Wink wink. Well, either way. I'm just happy that we got more merch to begin with, but still, it's kind of strange. Don't you guys think? I mean, it's like, it's not that it's a bad thing, but it's like, it's been a while since we've had new merch to begin with, so why now, of all times? Maybe something's coming up. I wouldn't know. I'm not affiliated with, like, Inner Sloth or anything, and boy howdy am I glad I'm not, because... Oh shoot, I forgot to turn on the music. There we go. And the audio for the desktop. Anyway. Boy howdy I'm glad I'm not affiliated with Puffballs United and all that. Well, not really. I mean, it would be nice to have a sort of quote-unquote sponsorship of sorts. Like I was talking about with the headphones and all that. The only one you have is just you're hot on Among Us. Hat? Oh, my hat. Well, I know I'm hot, but you know. I know I'm hot, but you know. Just how hot am I? You guys will never know. Hold on, I gotta adjust something real quick. Bop. Am I still in the way? Am I still in the way? Good. This was what I was working on last time, and I don't know how to build a laboratory, so I'm just gonna go 5.5 trillion degrees. Scooter, you know. You are a man after my own heart. Gender neutral. I should probably put the gender neutral there so that way you don't think I'm trying to misgender you. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. I guess I'll just start from scratch, you know, there's no point in trying to look up a reference. And then I guess I'll kind of go as I see fit. Laboratory. I wouldn't know about laboratories. This is more Bertram's department, so... He's the one who should know more about this than me. Oh, that does look stupid. He'd probably be like, why is it a triangle? Why is it a triangle indeed? I had a dream where I had a cupboard and owned 3 enclosures. One contained a snake, one of them contained a bunny, and the other contained a dentist cobra. And then a bunch of letters started pouring in, and then a guy came in, he said one of them was a wizard. And it started a really bad book. I don't know why I'm referencing Harry Pothead of all things considered. You know what we should have done? We should have gone to check on our babies. It's not that far of a fly. Where is it? Oh, over here, I think. It's like a hidden valley. A little hidden valley. This is where we left off, guys. This is the little area that we, This is a little area that we, left behind. We might as well go check on our babies. Wow. There they are! Look at you! Look at all the little guys! Oh, my little babies! Little babies! Oh. I can't take you guys with me, I'm sorry. I'll make more little babies and I'll love them just as much as I love you. I promise. Yes, the babies. The babies are here. The glass dome looks really underwhelming. I think I named the flamingo too. I honestly forgot. You honestly forgot? That's fine. It's been so long since I've done this. To be honest, I was hoping that when I came back to this, I would have at least an idea of what to do here. But I honestly don't. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. I'm bone dry now. Here, let me just build up from here. I don't know. I don't understand. Wait a minute. I really don't understand. I'm like pressed for an idea, I guess you could say. Maybe I should look up a reference. I'm gonna have to hope I don't get anything AI generated. Did I spell laboratory as lab as in labradoodle? No, not labradoodle, like... Not labradoodle, like... You can make it an aquarium or a scuba diving center? I guess. Okay, all the images disappeared, which is not good. Maybe super awesome lab and an awesome aquarium. Maybe it can be both. That's what quote-unquote SeaWorld is supposed to be. Aquarium it is, yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, and then you could have like the baby, or more babies. More babies! You can make more babies! When I say that, it sounds really wrong, so try not to take that at face value. Oh right, the spawn eggs changed. Look at this. Elder Guardian spawn egg. Some spawn eggs are bigger than others. Like this is the ocelot. Sniffer. Where's the axolotl? You look so cute. Trial spawner, interact with spawn egg. Oglin. They're making adventure maps all the more easier to build. It's too bad that I haven't seen the new ones. You think the gas stuff is in here yet? Like the new gas stuff? Gas spawn egg. Let me see. Hold on, there's only one way to find out. I guess it wouldn't be, something that's simple, huh? Cave spider. So gas can have babies now, I guess. Or maybe they can't. Maybe it's just maybe that's another update. Maybe that's gonna be another major update, and this is just a minor update for some fix-em-ups, you know? Aaron Sheriff. Other side. Oh wow, they got some new music discs. Too bad C418 ended up quitting, you know. But this isn't mess with music discs. This is Minecraft. You could always put one on, but I feel like it right now. Let's see. Maybe I should just go with the flow. Let's see, chiseled. I'm just trying to make something that looks nice. I don't want it to look like bad, like the I'm glad I played Minecraft story mode because it got me into Minecraft. That's cool. That's actually really amazing. I'm glad that that's the case. Maybe I should just build squares. When in doubt, build squares. You guys are gonna have to excuse me for a sec. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to excuse me for a sec. I gotta... Welcome back, Burt. That's what you guys should be saying. Welcome back, Burt. Started playing Minecraft in 2018. I can't believe it was that long ago. Rudiger Arrow vibe? You know what? I'm gonna look that up just to annoy you. Let me... Arrow. Welcome back, Borf. Yes, it's me, Borf. Web 2.0 gloss. I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it. Where are all the images missing here? Are they all AI generated now? Oh my god, don't tell me everything's AI generated now. Because I have ad blocker enabled, and to filter out AI generated images, is everything AI generated now? What the fuck? Jeez. Well, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Well, let's see. I think I can kind of get what you're saying, though. I'm just gonna uproot these. I'm still not feeling very confident about this. I don't want it to be cold and calculated. I did see a lab that had on the images before they disappeared that was kind of wooden, so maybe I should go for that. Maybe I should go for that, but it feels kind of weird to have a wooden infrastructure inside a inside a sort of futuristic looking dome. So it should be daytime. Ah, it's still raining though. It's dumb. Let's see. Maybe I should just take the L and have like wooden planks here. I don't know. This is the first time where I've been like, why? What should I do? And the answer hasn't come to me. I feel bad because it's like, it could be so much better. I feel like whenever I come up with an idea, I'm thinking to myself, it could be so much better, you know? This is the first time where I can't really go with the flow at this point. I guess. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking all negative, but at the same time, it's like kind of hard not to be negative when all the answers you feel aren't coming to you. In other words, I think I've got an art block. I don't want an art block. Art blocks aren't fun. You know what happens to people with art blocks? They get sad. I don't want to be sad. I really don't. Let's see. Well, let's just try some things. I mean, after all, it's free. It's just... I'm free to do whatever I want since I'm creative. So it's a bit hard. And you guys have been coming up with some good ideas, which actually is helpful as well. Use inspired. I wish I could. If this was a video game. I'm very aware of every blink. If you were a dog, your name would be Bark Curtis. I'm not really much of a dog person. I like dogs, but I don't really like them, like, to the point of, you know, falling all over them, you know? I guess you could say that, I'm not a dog person, I'm a cat person, maybe. Meow. Meow. Yeah, I was looking at some of the hourly Animal Crossing music. I'm gonna play one. I'm gonna play one real quick. I want to play one because I don't care about copyright. My intro music keeps getting copyright claimed. It's just like, what type of kitty would I be? I'd be a pretty kitty. Of course. I'd be the prettiest kitty in the world. Obviously. Like super pretty and super cute. Alright, so... Let's see. Trying to think. Oh yeah, that's right. I was looking up the Animal Crossing OST. I was so distracted that I forgot. OST. Which was the hourly music with the Which one was the hourly music with the was it? With like the meows in it? Meow. It could be. I think it was 1 p.m. It could be wrong. Yes! I was right! Maybe I should keep that on for a while. Not sure what the pops are, unfortunately. I apologize for those. Should have really found a better quality music list. It's so cute! It's so adorable, I swear! Meow! I'm making a lab, of course. And while making a sort of research area, actually. It's more of a research area. I was gonna make them connected, but, I might not be able to do that. Okay, let's see. Sorry. I'm just listening to this and I'm thinking to myself, man, life is good. Ow. Ow. Let's see. Actually, now that I think about it, what might work? But I think first thing I'm going to do is... Alright, it's about to end. Damn it. I thought we could get more enjoyment out of that. Here, hold on. I wish whoever imported this music, would actually did something about the pops. It's like, oh, we can listen to it for 1 hour, guys. We visit your Minecraft kitties at the end. Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. We can visit them now. Who cares? Who cares? Let's go! We're gonna see kitties. I do need to get these, Oh, there they are. What? Kitties! Yes, kitties! Here it is. I can hear them! Burt. Rupert. Slinky. Marzipan. Domino. Extra. You know, I kind of wish there was an Ender Kitty. I wish there were more things in the end to begin with. The end is so bland and tasteless. They're like mods that you can add. There are mod packs that you can add where you can add more stuff to the end, and that includes biomes. If the end had biomes, then that would probably be the best thing ever. I mean, seriously. I'm afraid to go to the end, honestly. You know, there's an OST that specifically plays in Minecraft during the end, when you're in the end. And it's so scary that I get chills halfway through it. I'm like, oh god, please. I feel like I'm about to get abducted or something. I don't know. Just the feeling of it just makes me uncomfortable, you know? That's just the feeling I have, you know? I don't understand. I don't know. It scares me. Why was it scary? Why is it so scary? You guys have never heard of it? It's like a 10-minute long track. And it's like the scariest thing I think I've ever heard ever. Like, I don't even get it. I don't get why it's so scary or how it's so scary. Getting situated for bed. Still gonna watch the stream until I fall asleep or until it's over. Okay, well, if you fall asleep, then have a good night, I suppose. I'm not gonna tell you how to stay up for me. But I will remind you periodically of your circumstances and where you are right now. So I hope either way, I hope you have a good sleep. It does not, I mean, if you go to sleep, it's totally fine. You could totally trust me, honestly. Totally trust me to make sure that you get a good, restful sleep. Obviously. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kinda. Sorry, kinda. Sorry, kinda, you know. Burt tell Mike to stop after liking all those pipes. He's not the one doing it. There's no metal pipes dropping at all. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Sorry. I'm sorry. Kinda. Ah, no, it's getting dark again. Okay. There we go. I don't know what you're talking about. No metal pipes are dropping at all. I never lie about anything ever, clearly. Let's see. These buildings look pretty bland. Well, I think they're supposed to. They're science buildings. Well, actually, this is gonna be a teleport down. And this is going to be a research area, sort of. There's gonna be turtles, too! I want to put turtles in here. Turtles are cute. We can put, like, a little areas where turtles and fish are swimming. That'd be cool. Now I'm starting to kind of get my inspiration back, so now I'm overflowing with ideas. Don't worry, Lumi, you can rest peacefully. Obviously. Turtle the turtles, turtle the turtles. Turtle the turtles! Ah. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Maybe not there. Maybe not there. Maybe right here? Here? Maybe even... one right here? Just places to put them. I'm gonna be chatting with you just until I get sleepy. Just until you get sleepy, obviously. Don't worry. You can get sleepy all you want, but I'll be there to wake you up. Outside his Burt, outside his hurt. Outside his Burt, but inside he's hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm just Burt. I'm Burt is Burt is Burt. Always been that way. It always will be. Obviously. I am Burt is Burt. Obviously. Let's see. Maybe some wood planks. Although wood in a place like this isn't exactly the smartest thing to have when you think about it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. There are doors. What does a pale wood oak door look like? Does it look science-y? I guess. That feels science-y. So here's a stone block. Wait, how long has it been since I uploaded the last stone block video? I uploaded the last one on Monday, so... after I stream on the... Well, actually, I won't even be streaming next week. I already told you guys that next weekend I'd be taking a break. But before I do that, I had to give you my heartfelt message of love and joy and appreciation. Before I do that, I had to play this game. So I had to wait until I can give you my heartfelt message of love and joy and appreciation. In the end, we're all waiting for something, aren't we? I guess. Be nice if there were... Oh, this is cool. I guess. It works. Alright. Let's see. But I'm not Burt. I'm not hurt. I'm just Burt. I'm Burt, period. How long will your break be? About a week. Like I said, I won't be streaming next weekend, but I'll be streaming the weekend after that. It's like when I took a month off and I started getting withdrawals, so I streamed Minecraft on... I streamed Minecraft like a couple, like a week before I was supposed to actually quote-unquote come back. That's what happened. Remember when that happened, guys? And then I took all those requests, and then I wanted to build some more. Because I can't play, as much as I'd love to play a series for a long period of time, I'm not sure if I could pull it off. Actually, you know what, this is actually kind of ties into stuff that I want to talk about with you guys, because I should have talked about it with you guys before, but I got distracted by the new Toho game and everything happening. But a little while ago, I was thinking about, a game that I wanted to play, but the game that I want to play takes a long time to get into. Once you get into it, it gets really good. And I really, really, really want to play it with you guys watching me. Because there are some things that you guys would probably find quote-unquote entertaining about it. The fact that it gets dark, and I'm not scared of the dark, I'm just allergic to it. But anyway, I just wanted to... This is the point I'm trying to make. This is the question I'm trying to ask. In case you're wondering. If I started streaming on Sundays, just for the summer, because, what's it called? It's called Voices of the Void. I saw Nimmy play it, and you may be thinking to yourself, oh, Nimmy played it, so obviously Burt's gonna play it. But it's not just Nimmy. Nimmy didn't play it for long, anyway. But because she gets motion sick easy and all that, and she's unable to really play games like that as a result. But I wanted to play Voices of the Void because there's another streamer I like that plays it called, you may not have heard of him, his name is Joel Vinesauce. His name is Joel Vinesauce, or whatever, I don't know. He's officially known as Uncle Joel, and his name is Joel Vinesauce, of course. I call him Joel Vinesauce, of course, you know. And I wanted to play that game because... I wanted to try to do a long-standing series, but that game takes a while to get into. We're talking like, it'd probably be like about 2 or 3 parts before things started getting good. So this is my question to you guys, whom amongst you can answer at the moment. Like I said, if during the summer, and only during the summer, that would probably be like around either late May to, late August or early September. I started streaming just on Sundays, and that would be the only thing I'd be playing on Sundays. Like, we do Minecraft on Saturdays on occasion. We also stream other things. There's a 2-parter to be had. But if I were to stream just on Sundays, would you guys be okay with being able to make that? I know that I'm asking a lot of you guys, and you're not obligated to come to my streams. I've always made that very clear. You should never, ever feel obligated to come to any of my streams. You guys are at your own leisure. You're allowed to come along as much as you want. Heck, you guys could just leave in the middle of the stream and I wouldn't care. I know that you guys are... I know who you guys are. But if I were just to stream on Sundays, and that would be the only thing, like, because, you know, like I said, I try to stream every week, but I am taking a week off, so there might be some more weeks off in between then. But if I were to stream it on Sundays, like during the summer, because I have a feeling that you know, bedtimes don't really apply to people who are during the summer usually. I don't know. With BBST being a thing, I don't know. I'm just trying to spitball here. I don't wanna make it seem like, oh, I want you guys to be at every stream, because I do. I love you guys so much, and I want you guys to be happy and watch me do stupid stuff. But I'm just asking because I want to make sure that you guys, in the end, what matters is what makes you the happiest. I do want to start expanding the amount of days I stream, because for reference sake, I only stream about 2 days a week. And it's not going to be long. If I'm going to do this professionally, I have to make sure that I can maintain a stamina of doing this multiple times a week. And I'm not going to be able to do that if I'm just streaming once a week. And even if I don't get any people, I just solo it. I just pretend I'm doing a let's play, like, oh, here I am doing this, you know, and all that. I just want to see if you guys would be into it, you know. I don't want you guys to be like, oh my god, I missed the Burt stream because it was on Sunday and I had to go to school at church on Sunday or something like that. you know. No, you don't have to, we're not gonna get into religious talk here, but real talk. Do you guys, any of you guys go to church on Sunday? Like have at least a church type thing that you get into or whatever? If you don't, that's fine. I don't either. I'm not one of those quote-unquote religious peoples, I guess you could say. Like, I wouldn't be able to throw myself into something like that. But anyway. I think once, but I hated it because there was no food. That's how they get you! They bring food 1 week. I do actually, but it's because I work there? Wow. That must be a fun job. I'm not sure of how fun it is. I'm just generalizing, but you know, must be, hope it pays well, at least. You know, all that stuff. You don't do... But anyway. Let's see. This is the part where you say it puts bread on the table. Technically, I teach Sunday school, but I don't really do much of that, honestly. Ooh. Okay. So you teach the Bible. You teach the Bible. You teach the Bible to people. The Bible. I know it's a little early for Minecraft. Not Minecraft. Live Burt reactions. But now I have to show this video because it's funny. Let's see, hold on. Let's see, what is it? I think it's I don't know what. Yes, it's called. Force. Go.
The guy in here, man.
Hold on. I gotta make sure that I can crop this real quick. You mean it puts bread and wine on the table? I get it because it's the body of Jesus Christ. The kids just play games or do arts and crafts, and it does put bread and wine on the table. Haha, lol. The body of Jesus Christ and all that. I never really understood that, honestly. But hey, you know, whatever works for those little... Whatever works for them Christians, you know? Whatever works for them Christians. You can tell by the logo that I'm about to show you guys something incredible. I'm sorry I'm interrupting Minecraft time for this, but I can't.
And the guy in here. The Bible.
This is the Bible.
You question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
No, I...
The Bible! It says the Bible. Obviously, there are no books like that in your church, Flowing Barter. Obviously. I would only imagine. Let's see. Oh, that's an old meme. I think the same episode has that quote, "You look at that man and you tell me that there's a god," or whatever. Let's see. At least we have at least 5 Bibbles? Wow! That's amazing! You're really living it up there. I have a couple of Bibbles, but most of them are girl-related, believe it or not. They were gifts from relatives past. And also from other people, you know. But you know what I mean. I don't particularly use them. I actually used to use them, but as a stand for my microphone. Ayo. Well, anyway. In the church, I mean, probably more than that. So you have a lot of Bibbles. Ah, shit. I just realized something. These enclosures I'm about to build aren't gonna be very good. For 2 reasons. One is that this is already water. Very good, Burt. This is water. Can you guys tell me what the color of the water is? If you do, I'll give you the award or whatever. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know you. I know you're a Christian, Scooter, or maybe you're not, and you're just like a job. Either way, you learn something new every day. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we learn something new every day. Like, remember when I was talking about how I drowned? Blue? The water's blue? You got it, Potato Girl! You get a prize! The prize is you get to live for another day. Sorry. That was a very awful thing to say. That was a very awful thing to say. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't, like, I guess I say that as a joke, but I'm thinking to my, okay, so you know what? I've actually been watching a Trick question, the water looks blue, it's actually clear? No, it's blue, obviously. Oh my god. Like, where? Like, look at this water! You think that this is an illusion? Does it look clear when I dip my face into it? No. It's blue. It's freaking blue. It's blue! Let's see. I need to fix that waterfall real quick. Where is the bucket? Where is the bucket? This is the bucket. Is this gonna work? I guess so, it is gonna work. See, the water's blue when I go in! So clearly it's blue. Obviously. Next. If it clear, why blue? Because yeah, why is the water clear if it's blue? I'm not sure what I asked. It's basically a job. I do communion once though, mostly clean stuff and help make meals for people. Oh, do you get those communion wafers that people posted memes about on Tumblr a long while back? Those little bread, those stale bread things that they use for like the body of Christ or whatever. I remember people being like, oh, I'm gonna steal all the communion wafers or whatever. That's adorable. Let's see. Let me try something really quick. I'm just gonna have to hope these babies don't climb on that. Oh, here, I wonder if this is how zookeepers feel whenever they build zoos. They have to keep into account every way an animal can escape. Reminds me of the time that I was in Zoo Tycoon, and I was building, like, zoos for my animals, and the tigers escaped, and I was like, why did the tigers escape? I remember a Tumblr post that said a girl brought in Raisin Plan. This, except for the raisins, is the body of Christ. I don't think it's someone stole them at all, but I guess it's possible. Oh. I don't know, the raisins... If we were talking about wine, then the raisins could be the body of Christ, the blood of Christ. The very dried up blood of Christ. Very dried up, unholy part of Christ, you know? But whatever. Like I was talking about earlier, I was playing Zoo Tycoon a long time ago when I was young. I think it was the second one and not the first one, because I remember it being 3D. But anyway, I was playing that, and suddenly I got word that a bunch of animals escaped. I'm like, how could the animals escape? I built the enclosures all perfect and stuff, and then, as it turns out, I didn't really build the enclosures all perfect or anything like that. I was just a dumb kid who didn't know, unfortunately. Things we do when we're young. I was thinking about, you know what, I was actually thinking about this while I was, taking a walk down on Earth earlier, about, you know, about the 6th grade complex, you know? Like, what are you, 12 complex, you know? In Japan, they call it, I guess I'll go ahead and assign a term. In Japan, they call it chinibyo, which is basically like when you're young and you're like an edgelord, like, oh, I'm the son of the devil or whatever, or I'm possessed by an ancient being of incomprehensible knowledge or whatever, and that's basically your entire personality for like a few years, and then you look back on it and you're like, wow, what an idiot I was. I thought about it, and I thought to myself, man, I went through a severe, heavy Chinibyo when I was younger, because remember when I was talking about that, lore book that I wrote? It wasn't even that long, it was like 11 chapters, and they were barely chapters. Oh my god. I should upload a Google Doc of all the people of... Wait, what was that capybara looking egg? What capybara looking egg? Capybara? This? Or this? I'm trying to remember. Capybaras kind of look like this. Mule. This? Maybe this? Here, I'll alley, armadillo, axolotl, bat, bee, blaze, bogged. Above the donkey? It's a camel. Wait! Is that a new mob? Wow. Camels. Camels aren't a new mob, I guess. Let's get some axolotls in here. Well, actually, before that, we need to, we need to get some lighting out here, so that way they don't get scared. They don't be like, oh, it's cute, yeah. We need to get some lighting out here, so that way they're not scared. I don't know if they're allergic to the dark like I am, but, you know. But anyway, as I was talking about, when I was talking about that lore book that I wrote, that Lumi's trying to deflect because they want to forget the cringe, apparently. Sometimes you gotta embrace the cringe, you know? Because you're only young once, and you only have to get that creative once. And then your whole life is just nothing but filing taxes, and, well, not filing taxes. As a joke, I don't do taxes. The chief does taxes. But I think it's mostly just bullshit. Anyway. We're gonna do some name tag stuff in a second, because we gotta make sure that these guys live. I'm gonna name these guys, by the way. I'm not gonna let you guys name them. I'm mean like that. 2, 3... Oh, they're all pink. He ran away! He escaped! Oh god! Oh my god, they're all escaping! I knew it! It really is like Zoo Tycoon! Cue all the people screaming because they think axolotls are some dangerous creatures or whatever. No, baby. No. Not supposed to get out. Ah! Really is like Zoo Tycoon. Wait, where'd the other one go? Where'd he go? There he is! There he is. But yeah. As I was talking about before with my Chunibyo, I began to realize that was pretty much what I was. I think it was way, 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 way worse when I was younger. But I don't know if you guys know this, but a while back, when I was much younger, much younger than just a little Burt that I was now, my anger issues were bad. With a capital B, and a capital A. And also a capital D. We're just gonna capitalize all the letters, including the exclamation mark. I had bad anger issues. And as a result, I feel like it really affected how many people really kind of liked me. Or could tolerate me as a result. I always had that feeling that I was different, that I was special, and that the only reason I was trapped here was because the world is a horrible and cruel place. Yeah. And the only thing that's left is for some almighty god to come by and sweep me away to a magical land where I could never have to worry about the ways of the world ever again. And I feel like that's how Chunibyo really works, is that you get that idea in your brain that you just don't belong. So instead of coping with it like a normal person, yep, one of those axolotls is huge. Instead of coping it with it like a normal person, you end up just kind of isolating yourself and kind of making up bullshit about yourself, you know? And like, if you're like me, you end up writing a lore book that doesn't make any sense. And that's the unfortunate circumstance, you know? I don't understand it either. In fact, in all honesty, part of me kind of wishes that I had been a little more cringe. But in the end... In the end, I just wasn't cringe enough. Oh. I don't know. I guess that's just my opinion, really, in the end. I just went through this Chinibio, and the fact that I also felt really isolated was probably because it was some undiagnosed mental illness that I had yet to unpack in the end. Like one of those things. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But my anger issues might have eroded my lack of... Oh, I've gotten better. I feel like I've gotten better over the years. There are still some things that I kind of do a little bit bad. Okay, hold on. Ah! No! Oh, I didn't mean to, baby! I'm so sorry! Oh... I didn't mean to hit them. Oh. At least he seems fine, but... Oh. Well, anyway. But yeah, I feel like my anger issues were rooted into something, monster. I'm not a monster! I'm not! Time to cancel. No, please, guys. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to put the name tag on the baby. I was trying to. I don't know. I hate when I do that. I forget what the controls are. Yeah. Oh, I can hear them. I can hear them over there. They're saying hi. But I don't. But yeah, basically, I had that 12-year-old complex for as long as I could have had it for what it's worth. Part of me is just kind of thinking to myself. What could I have done like better? And then I realized that the younger me was having fun. So in the end, does it really matter if I was cringe or not? I don't know. I mean, like... I don't know. I'd say that I think it doesn't really matter in the end. If I was cringe or not. What matters is that I was having fun. You wanna know something? Younger Burt, he had a lot of fun being cringe and free. And that's all that matters when you think about it. The other day I found a dumb story I wrote when I was 6. Oh dear. That's fun. The thing that irks me when kids close themselves off and try to be edgy, no one takes them seriously or try to see what's wrong even when a child starts developing really bad habits. Yeah, that's true as well. You can also see that happening as well. I mean, no one gets shocked when the edgelord starts cutting themselves, but it still should be treated as soon as possible. I guess the one thing that also kind of... Also the one thing that I feel like I wish I had were more friends that kind of understood my anger issues and understood how I felt in the end. Like I said, I was pretty bad when I was younger. Like, I was... And it didn't really help when I had this kid who bullied me when I was young as well. Like, they were, like, vicious. They bullied me, like, a lot. So, but one time I saw them in the grocery store, and they're like, oh, well, this one kid was telling me to bully them, and I was like, bully you? And I'm like, you just went along with it? I mean, I get it. We were all dumb kids at one point. But in the end, do you really have to justify yourself with, well, one kid told me to do it, so obviously I had to. It doesn't seem... Causation doesn't really seem to... It just doesn't seem to match up when you think about it, in my opinion. I feel like that's a less justification and more I didn't want to get bullied by the other kids. In the end, is it really worth it? I don't know. All I'm saying is that don't fall into peer pressure, guys. Try to be nice to the weird kids, because chances are you'll make a friend for life. Well, I was a very weird kid though. Like I was writing about people's heads turning into clocks. Do you really think that I was normal in any capacity? The answer: definitely not. Definitely not normal. Definitely not normal at all, I swear. Alright, so let's see. So is there like a turtle spawn egg, or do you have to like grow them yourself? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Oh, this is gonna be T. Snow golem, spider. There's a turtle. Oh, little baby. Look at him. He's crawling along. They need enrichment. I don't know. I just find it really hard to believe that, that at one point in my life, I was like, just like that, you know? Every night I always find myself creating PBJs, even in past my bedtime when I'm already tucked into bed. Sometimes I just go get food anyway. I don't really care. For me, it's like, well, whatever. Who cares, you know? It's like, seriously, something that I think about every now and again. It's like, well, who cares? I only live life... I can live life into two extremes. I can either live my life knowing that, this enclosure is way too small for these guys. Here, I have an idea. I'm playing this, like, Zoo Tycoon. Like, I have to make this enclosure so big so that way they'll be happy. They're looking up at me like, what are you doing? Shoot. I shouldn't be doing that. They're gonna swim into the sea and then I'll never see them again. You should just eat your PB&Js anyway, Lumi. No one's gonna stop you, except your parents. Shit, I forgot about those guys. Don't worry, I'll distract them and you go get your PB&J. I could probably distract them. Probably. Definitely. Maybe. Absolutely. I don't know. I could. I've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a while now, actually. Actually, you know what? Here's a great debate. You guys prefer crunchy peanut butter, or do you prefer regular type peanut butter? Because the answer depends on whether or not I'll talk to you guys afterwards. Crunchy type peanut butter is good, in my opinion. I love crunchy peanut butter. Probably one of my favorite, little, I like the crunch, I guess you could say. My family doesn't really mind. I do stuff during the night as long as I'm quiet. Haven't had a peanut butter marshmallow fluff sandwich. That actually sounds kinda eh. It sounds kind of eh, you know. Oh, can I put your blocks in your enclosure? Even then, this pool feels a little small. Like, seriously small. That sounds weird. Creamy peanut butter all the way. The crunchy gives too many textures. Okay, that's valid, but still. I can't believe you said that. Crunchy peanut butter is so good. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could say that. No one's on my side now. Well, actually, only one person is on my side. I imagine Scooter is on my side, right? Right, Scooter? Right? You're on my side, right? Crunchy peanut butter is good, right? Hello? I haven't had crunchy for a long time, but I like it. There we go. See, I told you. Burt mom actually hated crunchy peanut butter, believe it or not. That's why I never had it. That's why we never had it in the house. And when as I got older, I realized, wait a minute, I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. So I went out and bought some crunchy peanut butter. And I asked Mike and the others. Never experienced crunchy one before? Yeah, there's a such thing as crunchy peanut butter, and don't know if this is something on your end, but the stream is being pretty crunchy. What? Oh no. Oh yeah, YouTube gave me the hey, your stream's having problems, stupid banner. It looks fine to me on the playback. I'm sorry if it is. I don't know if there's anything I can really do about it. I think there's some people downloading something on the servers. There's not much I can do about that. I can't tell them to stop doing it. Oh well. Much as I'd love to. Oh, here, hold on. Let's see if Mike's messaged me. Mike usually messages me if there's some things. Screw it, you're making a PB&J? Go! Go! Be free, be free, my friend! Be free! Go make your peanut butter jelly sandwich. Do so with great haste. And also bring me one. I want one too. Well, at least the turtles can't escape. Sorry, I was uploading a 10-minute music video. No. Oh man, speaking of music videos, I ought to really get onto that whole cover thing. I've been talking about it for so long at this point, it's kind of inexcusable. I guess... no! I'm sorry, baby! No! Why did I hit him? I'm just trying to make his pen. On the orbital space station servers? No, you better not be. No, you better not be. Jerk. If you're hacking into our servers right now, I can guarantee you you're the last person you want to... I would, but there's no peanut butter jelly emoji. You could just put a sandwich emoji, and we can pretend it's peanut butter and jelly. Like, it's like a ham cheese. You're using my Wi-Fi? How'd you get the password? This is a private server. This is a private Ethernet Wi-Fi server. There we go. I'm not sure if they enjoy those, though. Here, I'm gonna make this pond not as deep as it was earlier. Okay. Wow, it's a peanut butter jelly sandwich, guys! Everybody dig in! Does it have crunchy peanut butter, Lumi, or is it creamy? Kevin, stop swimming into the... Ace! Rex! Get out of there! Does it have crunchy peanut butter, or does it have smooth peanut butter? It's whatever one you prefer. Crunchy, huh? Thank you. Oh, I have a bucket of Ace. Ooh. And that looks a little better. I was just trying to build this pen up so that way it looks nice. And I keep hitting the axolotls. I don't know why. I'm not trying to be mean to you guys, I promise. I love you guys so much. Oh, he's trying to escape! Hit him! Keep him in there! Ah, shit. Jeez. Alright, are turtles afraid of the dark? I don't know. All I know is that I gotta make sure that they don't, get scared. I don't think turtles are afraid of the dark. I mean, they go to wherever they go in the dark from time to time. So it would be kind of weird if they were afraid of the dark. Are you guys afraid of the dark? One of them's looking at me. It's like, what are you talking about? They look like they're happy. I don't think they're afraid of the dark. I think they're just vibing. Well, I'm not afraid of the dark. Allergic to the dark. I'm not afraid of anything, especially the dark. Sometimes I kinda am if it's random though. Yeah. Like I talked about this before, but that feeling when you wake up in the middle of the night and you feel like you're the only person in the world that's alive. Looks like somebody else is allergic to the dark like me, huh? Wouldn't you know that, huh? Wouldn't you know? You've been making fun of me for being allergic to the dark, but wouldn't you know, you're just as allergic as I am. You can't make fun of me for it now, because I'm not the only one who's allergic. Well, I can cry all I want. I can brag all I want, but in the end, it's just like, man. Little pole like that right there. This is where the back alley dealings happen, right here. The back alley dealings in the turtle axolotl preserve. What kind of back alley dealings happened in the turtle axolotl preserve? I can't imagine it's drugs. Maybe the turtles and the axolotls get together and they play cards, and whoever wins gets to have all the fish, or whatever feeding, whatever you feed those things. I'm not sure. After all, I've never kept an axolotl or a turtle. That doesn't mean I don't find them cute. The Orbital Station's Wi-Fi is super fast. I think I'll use it forever now. Stop doing that. How are you doing that? You know, you do realize that you're tampering with dimensional properties in which you shouldn't have access to. You do realize that the entire universe that you're living in could collapse at any second now, and all because you want faster Wi-Fi. Just ridiculous, if you ask me. I might need to do a BRB, another BRB. I could use a glass of water right now. So you guys never answered my question. What kind of back alley dealings do you think is happening? Hey, can you help me log into this? Guys, you guys want your dimension to end that badly. I know things are bad over there, but I suspect that you guys would at least give it a chance. Like, come on. And plus, I like my dimension, too. I like my dimension, you know? Is there a CCC in your dimension anyway? Is that how it works? Is that what you're doing right now? You guys are being really weird. So what's the point of raising turtles anyway? Up. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll put a fish tank here. Means I gotta tear this down. The back alley dealing is they're connecting to the top high Wi-Fi. The back alley dealing is that I'm gonna hit them if they don't stop. Jeez, I think Mike would have said something by now. I think the reason that Mike hasn't said anything is because he doesn't need to. I don't know. Don't just say it out loud. And besides, that's not even it anyway. You guys are... Besides, that's not even it anyway. I hate to say it, but the scooter's lying. That's not actually it anyway. And I'm not trying to deflect you or anything. That really isn't it at all. I don't know why you're giving him a fake password. It doesn't seem very beneficial in my honest opinion. Hehehehe. Yeah, it's not even the real one. Like, geez. You're gonna go on about how you have our Wi-Fi password, and then you're like, I'm gonna give these guys a fake one. Or is there hidden alternate networks? I'm pretty sure we all have one network. Actually, I think we have multiple. There's like 3 or 4 across the station altogether. We try our best to make sure everyone's connected, but you know, there's only so much you can do with so many people who are in the clan. Why do I feel like this isn't as good as it could be? Feels like a waterfall. In other words, feels less like an aquarium tank. I'm kind of sad there's no coral. Funny that you mentioned that. Like, I'm trying to make this aquatic research lab as accurate as possible. The first accuracy is that this place has sprung a leak. How many buckets of water do I have in my inventory? None. Ow. I don't know. This is Minecraft we're talking about, sister. Anything can happen. I just gotta have to get used to that. Ah! Okay, here we go. There you are. See? We kinda managed. We're gonna spawn some tropical fish now. Let's see. Tropical fish spawn egg. I just realized I have to name all these fish. Hold on. I have an idea. That's functional blocks. There's that. I forgot to name the turtles! Oh my god, I forgot to name the turtles. There we go. They're both named Burtle. Burtle the turtle. There we go. The fish are so unique, aren't unique enough to have names. We're not gonna give them names. Hey, Burtle! Yep, Burtle the turtle. Ish. And my feet feel like strange blocks of ice. That doesn't sound good. But I'm not gonna try to scare you, so I'm just gonna say this. At least if you can still tie it, that must mean that you're still healthy, so don't worry too much. Ish. Ish. Maybe I should make this actual glass instead. Hold on. I'm gonna put these guys into buckets. Hold on. Hold on. Ah. That was an exaggeration. They're just cold. Oh! Don't scare me. Last thing we need is for you to get a strange disease, Lumi. You know how bad strange diseases are? You die from them sometimes. That's how weird they are. Okay, let's see. It's just that glass plant handling makes it look cooler, I guess. Hey Burt, do you know that when I want to be an adult, I want to be a doctor? I know this is a childish way, but I want to give you a fact. Aw, no, that's a good fact. That's the best fact. Being a doctor sounds less cringe than being a communications officer. Why am I a communications officer? I'm being cringe right now. Yeesh. Oh, so they swim to the bottom no matter what. Well, as long as they're having fun. Oh, there's a clownfish. Yeesh. I can't help but think of Finding Nemo. You know, all the fish that wanted to escape. And, they were all like, we had to get out of here. You know, and all that. And I think that should be enough. I just took advice from my mom since I didn't know what I wanted to be. Well, don't try to block yourself into something you might not be passionate about. That's all I'm gonna say. In the end. Let's see. These fish are going to escape if I try to free them. I want to... Shit. You know what? Let's just leave them. They're just having fun, I guess. I don't know. I mean, as far as things are concerned, they can have fun, right? Let me get some buckets again. I'm surprised I came up with something like this during, surprised I came up with something like this. Okay, good. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to be a, when I was younger, I wanted to be a programmer for games. But now I'm a communications officer for the Top Hat clan. So what does that say about me? I have no moral compass whatsoever. So you shouldn't take advice from me if you can't help it. Hold on, Coral. Lumi was talking about Coral. Actually, speaking of Lumi, you need to make sure that they're awake. Hold on, don't worry. I'm just looking something up real quick. It's not like I'm doing anything mischievous or weird. No, not
The guy in
not that. Not that. Definitely not that. Definitely not doing anything mischievous and weird. Definitely not. Definitely not doing anything mischievous or weird. I made cookies. Cookies! Oh my gosh! Yes! Cookies! Thank you! Thank you for the cookies! You're the best! You're the best, Scooter! You're the best, Scooter! You're the best in the world! What the? There's two in here. Okay, that's weird. Okay. You're the best in the world, Scooter, though. You make cookies! And they're whatever cookies I want, so I say they're sugar cookies. I'm awake, please don't. I know! They're just hanging out at the bottom. What are they doing that for? Come on, stop doing that. You guys are being weird. I don't understand you guys at all. Oh well. Maybe they're trying to escape. I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. Well, you know what? I need that stone slab because I need them for counters. So I can put study stuff on them. I can put study stuff on them, like, let's see. Let's get an item frame going here. Huh? You guys hear that? There's a dolphin! Hi, dolphin! There's a dolphin! Let's capture him! I'm just kidding. Hey, baby. Hey. Aren't you cute? Ah! Oh, let's not do that again. Oh, I can't go back in there. I was just trying to pretty this up so that way it doesn't look, I wish we made a dolphin enclosure. Don't say never, Lumi. Never say never. They always try to lead me to treasure, but I'm bad at finding it. Well, that's because, well, maybe the dolphin doesn't realize that, you know... The dolphin doesn't realize how hard it is. It's like, follow me! And they're like, where? And they're like, follow me! I know where! Where? I didn't know they let you to treasure, though. That's you learn something new every day. Let's keep that there. Well, then again, that might be a next time kind of thing instead, because I hate to say it, but we're gonna be running low on time soon. I'm not saying that I want to get done right away. I just want to tell you that, you know, don't count it happening on this part. Let's see, food and stuff, food and drinks. If you feed them cod, they get all sparkly and dash off. Whoa, that's new. That's nice. I learn something new every day. I learn something new every day. Let's see. Shall I put candles? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Brewery stand as I don't know what kind of experiments they're doing with brewery stands with these fish. So, look at them. They're all just hanging out. They're not doing anything really relevant, honestly. They're just hanging out, doing nothing. Fault. I have to at least try to put up some sea stuff, like this Nautilus shell. Let's see, Heart of the Sea. A blue egg? Oh, because you can make different chickens now. They lay different eggs, and then you can make different chickens. That's pretty cool, honestly. Let's see. A pufferfish, maybe? I could put pufferfish in there, but it'd be kind of funny. They can actually poison you as you ride by, which is kind of sad when you think about it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm very particular about how I want to do this. Where was that turtle egg I saw earlier? I could put a turtle scoot. I want to know something, actually. After I was done working, I went to lay down for a sec, and I felt really dizzy. Like, insanely and awfully dizzy. Like, I'm not even joking. And I'm not sure why. Oh, there's a turtle egg. Put that there for now. Like, I'm not sure what happened or why I started feeling really dizzy for whatever reason. I don't know. It kind of worried me because it's like, why am I dizzy all of a sudden? What did I do? What happened? I'm checking to see if I'm still dizzy, actually. I don't feel as dizzy, but I got a slight headache. I'm just wondering what happened, you know? Like, what I did. What happened to me and as a whole. It makes me kind of nervous, to be honest, because it's like... Oh, that's the worst. Hope you feel better. I don't know. I'm feeling alright now. I took a nap for about a few hours, so obviously I'm fine. I mean, you know, I can always keep waking myself up like this. Like that. But, you know, that one was kind of mean. But, you know what I mean. I'm just worried, I guess you could say. I guess it's just like... we got fans. Are you guys fans? What I could do is something more unique. Oh, whoops. What I meant to do. Let's see. Did it work that time? Just kidding. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I don't know. It just worries me, I guess. The tropical update was a fun one. It really was. It just worries me, to be honest, because it's like... I don't know. I get worried because it's like, what if I'm getting sick? I don't want to be sick. That's the last thing I need right now, is to be sick. Let's see, I need a bucket of water. before I do this, because if I put it down, it's gonna go dead. Ah! They're banging. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully. I can only hope it's nothing. But let's just face it, it might be something. Oh, it's down here. It's alright, it's fine, it's good. I mean, we all get distracted here. I get distracted. Like, I have a similar experience in some periods when I'm getting them, but yet there's no blood. I want to go to a doctor, dude. That's borderline concerning. Like, I'm not even joking. I'd talk to your parents and say, hey, listen, this doesn't seem normal. You know? I understand with how things are going in this world, that getting treatment for anything is kind of hard. But you had to understand that taking care of yourself is of the utmost importance. I'd hate to lose one of you guys because of health issues. I mean, I know I have my own health issues, so I'd hate to lose one of you guys because of that. I just care about you guys a lot, you know? That's the only thing I can really say, is I care about you guys a lot. I love you. Alright, so let's see. Just gonna put the pufferfish here. I like how it's labeled as food, even though it's like the opposite in general. Where are these turtles? What are these turtles up to? Oh, they're all grown up. They're no longer little. Aww. Why can't they be little forever? Why can't they be little forever? There we go. This concerns me greatly. This concerns me very greatly. You know, I had a horror dream that startled me awake. That was my first nightmare, I believe. Oh no. I'm sorry. Was it the metal pipe thing? I can't believe it. You know what? I'm gonna stop doing that. Maybe. If it's the metal pipe thing, I'm sorry. I really am. Hold on, let's see. Ah! Let's see. I want to make an underwater elevator down. This was before I started watching you. Oh, what happened? Now I'm very concerned. I'm gonna beat up your subconscious real quick. How deep does this go? I don't want it to go super deep. I just wanna start getting down here. Making a little underwater tunnel here. How many times do I have to say it? I watch too much analog horror analysis. Oh, I know how that feels. Sometimes I'll watch something late at night thinking it's not gonna scare me. And then I lay awake at night like SpongeBob did during his dream. during his like, he watched in one of the SpongeBob episodes, I think it was early SpongeBob, he was watching a scary robot movie and he was telling Gary, I'm not gonna get scared, don't worry Gary. And then he then he got scared and had a nightmare. He was like laying awake like, oh my god, what if one of my best friends are robots? The ending of that episode was kind of funny, actually. The ending was great! Turns out there were no robots after all, it was just their imagination. Oh, SpongeBob. I miss it. I heard that Tom Kenny's kind of starting to sound a little less enthused with his voice acting. He's getting old, dude. But I'm not gonna be shocked if if they replace him with like an AI or something, or some bull crap like that. Because let's just face it, they want Tom Kenny to be the voice of SpongeBob forever. They're not like Nintendo, who is more than willing to replace the voice of Mario when Charles Martinet eventually retired. Like, I find that kind of sad when you think about it. I was kind of sad when I heard that happen. I was like, oh my god. But Charles Martinet is the best voice for Mario. Can you imagine a young Charles Martinet voice acting Mario, thinking to himself, man, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this. And that guy ended up going to it for it until he was almost over 80 years old. And it's just like, I'm just like thinking to myself, I don't know if I can do anything for that long. But I think about how I've been doing this for almost a year, and then I think, well, I guess I kind of have some hope, you know? It's kind of amazing how he was able to keep it up like that. I'm surprised they never thought to themselves, we should probably find another person to voice Mario, you know? The day he dies is gonna be the saddest day of the internet. That guy was pretty much everyone's childhood. If you remember, like, if you grew up with like games like Mario 64 and Mario Odyssey and all that, he was basically the childhood of everybody who basically grew up with games like that. And then you know that he didn't voice Mario and Mario Wonder. It was someone else, which I think the new guy sounds okay, I guess. He's nothing to write home about, but he's not a bad voice actor, to say the least. Imagination. Yeah. I can't wait for if I ever... Honestly, I can't imagine doing that for that long. But it's inspiring, to say the least, you know, him doing that for that long, when you think about it. Like, you can't imagine doing it, but when you see that he's done it for that long, you can't help but think to yourself, wow, I want to be like that when I get older, you know, I want to be able to do stuff like that and be inspiring like that, you know. That's just how it is. And I feel like that's the one thing we have going for us, you know? Is being our creative sense, you know? I guess you could say that if Charles Martinet dies, it will be a sad day indeed, like, and I don't want to talk about that, considering, you know, the circumstances right now. Especially with how things are, but, you know, it's a hard job, yeah, it really is. I don't want to talk about, like, Charles Martinet potentially dying, because it'll happen eventually, whether we like it or not. He's going to end up finally kicking the bucket, and it's going to be the worst day of our lives. When I first started my Tumblr account, I was stopped when I become a dumb. Once I turned 18, I realized I don't want to let go. Community and drawing make me too happy. See, there we go. There's another example. I mean, like, do you think that Charles Martinet thought this was gonna be like a one-time gig? Like, okay, I'll voice this guy for a little while, and then I'll be happy. And then he woke up and he realized, holy shit, I've been voicing Mario for almost, like, 30 or 40 years. How long? When did he start? He started in 96, right? So that's about 30 years, pretty much. 30, 40 years. Yeah, I know, I'm making you guys feel old, so... And I want to continue to play Mario 64. I've been wanting to play B3313 for the longest time. Believe it or not, as much as I know how to pirate things, I don't know how to really mod or hack anything, so... Unfortunately, it may be a little whiles off before I start actually playing that. But I'd like to play it for you guys. It's an interesting romp, I will say. How about I say it's an interesting romp and leave it at that? It's more of an exploratory, ideal than, actual, you know... than actual, you know... Like, if you... It does kind of fall under the idea of analog horror. So I guess that's one way to explain it, is that it's kind of analog horror-esque. If you look up videos of people playing through B3313, you'll notice, like, all the stuff that happens in it. It's just kind of off, in a way. Okay, let's see. There we go. Now all we need is a couple sponges to kind of make it easier to walk down here. Oh, there we go. But yeah, that's what I guess I kind of like that. I guess I kind of like that kind of horror, not analog, not like horror in general, but just surreal horror. The kind of horror where everything is shifted slightly and it's weird and out there and all that. It's not like oh wow, that's almost as long as I've been alive. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, the guy, I don't know how old the guy was when he auditioned, but he think that he looked at what he was doing and thought to himself, my sister and I play Mario 64 when it was a new game. I did sort of too. I wasn't very good at it. That was back when 3D games were a new thing, so it's just like... That's back when 3D games were a new thing, so it's like, you know, it was kind of interesting to say the least. Here we go. Oh, I just realized how uneven the, Yeah, we're old men. We're old men, gender neutral. We're old men. I remember when a penny used to cost a nickel or whatever. Well, either way, I still think it's good to reminisce about that kind of thing because you can't exactly tell what people are thinking in the moment, but you know, you can tell like, you know, how much love he really put into Mario and stuff. And how he voice acted him and stuff. Who knows, he might have hated the job. Like, I don't know if Tom Kenny actually hates voicing SpongeBob. I mean, he must be, because he's starting to sound more tired with each passing day. Finally tucked back in and cozy. You're cozy. You're all cozy and tucked in. Is that true? I'm not gonna do Metal Pipe, don't worry. I'm not gonna do Metal Pipe, I promise. I hope you stay cozy. How long do I want this tunnel to be? Maybe I can put it over here. Sponge. Yep, sponges. Sponges. I just wanted to create like a little area over here. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the time on occasion because I want to make sure that I'm not going too over, you know? Obviously. I don't want it to I just don't want to go for too long in case something happens. Let's see. It's all the fishies. All the fishies in the sea. All the fishies every day for you and me. I mean, you know, I guess I kind of came up with something good for this dome. I was kind of hoping to build multiple domes, but one is enough in my honest opinion. Hold on. We're gonna make a box real quick. Hold on. We all know how boxes go, guys. You know how a box goes? It's a square that's also a bunch of other squares. That sounds difficult, you may say. Well, guess what? That's because life is difficult. Life is just difficult like that. Building underwater has to be hell. Well, then again, that's what conduits are for, right? You know those conduits? You can actually make it to where you can breathe underwater. That's pretty cool. On my honest opinion. You know what? I need to make this an observation area, so I need to get some glass here. I need to get some glass here. I keep calling it glass in my my stone block playthrough, which I cannot wait for the next episode. I got so much done, but then I you wanna know something funny that I just realized? I was laying in bed thinking about my stone block playthrough and how I'm gonna get everything caught up. And then I realized something. You wanna know the thing that I realized? In the mod that I was talking about, the magic mod, you had to have amethysts. You had to have amethysts in order to actually do anything with magic. Kinda. There's another thing you can use in place of amethyst if you don't happen to have any on hand. You want to know what it was? Freaking lapis lazuli. This whole time I was like thinking to myself, I'm not gonna be able to do any magic until I get this one thing. But then I realized I already have this one thing. And I even have like a lapis chickens, so all I have to do is just use lapis in order to make magic. So why did I think I needed like, oh my god. And I felt so embarrassed. I was like thinking to myself, oh my god, I don't have any amethysts. But I didn't need amethysts. I just needed the, oh my god. I guess I'll definitely be using the lapis as soon as I get back in there. You ever wonder how people reacted would die? Just curious, not wanting to die, but just curious on those how would they cope with your loss. Those are thoughts I get when I have nothing to do. I would hope that you guys would mourn for me. Because that's the last thing I want, is for people to be like, Burt? Who's that? Never heard of him. You know? Who's that Burtis guy? I never heard of a guy named Burtis. Burt. It seems like a silly thing. Seems like a silly guy. Well, anyway. We gotta put his body somewhere. I don't know. I don't think those are normal thoughts to have, really. I mean, I don't think about it, but actually, that kind of reminds me of a story I like to read on Tumblr on occasion about a woman named Miss Stubble. It's like a hellish teacher that, I had the post saved and everything, and I like to go back to read it every now and again, because it's like, I guess part of me is kind of, if he died, you'll always be remembered as our little silly guy. Aw, thank you. So are we getting rid of the water here? Is this even getting rid of the water remotely? I guess not. But yeah, it reminds me of that thing that you just said, Lumi, reminds me of something that a Tumblr post that I read on occasion, just for laughs, because I think to myself, because you know, I like to read about drama and stuff. And that's just how I am. If it's not working, can make another enclosure, I guess, but I wanna make like a little underwater observation deck or something. And this might be the dolphin enclosure. Or squids. You could put squids in here. I don't want to have to fill this up with gravel just to... Alright, strategy. Put down as many sponges as possible. That's the idea, apparently. I don't know if you could find this many sponges in survival, though. Would you be able to, I wonder? Maybe I should read you guys that story before I do any live Burt reactions, because I kind of want to, and I'm kind of low on things I want to talk about, otherwise. It's something that I've been wanting to read to people for a while now. And it's like, you know, it's like that, you know, it's like a thing, you know, that I want to do. I never mind sponges in survival. You've never had the opportunity to use sponges Now that I've used them, do you think that maybe you can come up with opportunities to use them, Scooter? Someone says dolphins, and everyone's tried to make them hate them by saying they're monsters. We get it, nature is fucked up. Let us like the cutie pies. Yeah, they are cute. Yeah, they are fucked up, but what else isn't fucked up? I mean, what else in nature isn't fucked up? Like, you know, spiders, they bite the heads off of their husbands sometimes. Well, that's more praying mantis than spiders. That's more praying mantises than spiders, really. Maybe praying, maybe like, you know, maybe like as a little, incentive or whatever. But like I said, I think I'll read that story that I was talking about earlier, you know, to you guys. Maybe. Maybe. Others are one of my favorite animals, and I'm lucky people have not tried to ruin it for me. Oh. Like monkeys? Monkeys are kind of weird. Like, they're more likely to take us over, I guess. Who says the dolphins had to obey this area? I don't know. I just don't want them to run away. Oh, otters. Otters are cute. They are very, very cute. I want them to have enough room to swim. I want them to be free. I want them to be free to swim as much as they want to. Alright, here we go. Okay, there we go. Well, I've just about run out of things to talk about. And I'm only 2 hours in. Well, I'll finish up the dolphin enclosure and then we'll get to the squids tomorrow. When, I remember accepting the yesterday is the 50th anniversary of escaping the prison. What's that? Is that a game where you escape a prison? That's pretty cool. My 8th grade class went to the zoo. The otters were my favorite. They are cute, aren't they? Yeah, yesterday, I guess, was the 15th anniversary of escaping the prison. So, you know, that's fun. My birthday, though, is on May 27th. That's coming up. That's coming up lightning fast when you think about it. Isn't that? I still remember that as my favorite zoo trip. Aww, that's sweet. I remember going to the zoo when I was a young Burt. Man, I wish I had held a snake. I probably wouldn't be as afraid of holding them as I am now. I'm gonna find an opportunity to hold a snake sometime in my life. I need to hold a snake. I have to hold a snake. I have to. Because snakes are cute. They can swallow you whole. No, they can't. Does that mean it's 15 years since escaping the prison? I guess. ETP? I don't know what that means. I don't know who is escaping what. It seems kind of weird when you think about it. You know? And this is the part where you two youngins will be like, I'm old men! No, you're not. You are not old men. Like, I'm 30 years old, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna start worrying when I'm 40. But right now, I'm living my best life, even though I'm 30. I feel like 30 is when things are really get started. So don't give me that whole, oh, I'm an old man bull crap, you know. Because you are not old men. I am not an old man. I am still a young man filled with ambition and dreams and all that bull crap. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have ambitions and dreams. But that's a conversation for the end of the stream, unfortunately. I'd rather not talk about my feelings just yet. And go. Because, you know, I'm gonna start worrying when I'm 50. Life too short to worry about age. Yeah, exactly. You know, like, once you start becoming, like, really old, like, your bones start breaking just from looking at them funny old, that's when you gotta start worrying. Like, I don't think you need to be worrying when you're 30 years old. A lot of people, it's, like, super ageist at this point to be worried about, you know, age and all that and everything. There you go. Here's some dolphins for you. They're trapped. When people are 50, they deserve a huge party. Oh, you know what? I should probably do something really quick. It's a bit ambitious, but I want to. Yeah, like, you know, living till 50 is kind of hard, especially with all the things that can kill you, like cancer, and gunshots, and cancer, and, getting crushed, and cancer, and being poisoned, and cancer, and cancer. Do dolphins need air in Minecraft? I sure hope not, because I'm building as fast as I can now. I'm building as fast as I can now. Because I didn't realize my mistake until this moment. Let's see. There we go. Oh! Well, I'm getting enchantments from them, obviously. That's so weird. Okay. Sorry, now I'm getting quiet because I'm concentrating. I'm trying to get this built up so that way I can unlock the potential for them. I just want them to have a nice, roomy place to swim, and this is the part where I realize that I should have used blue glass instead of regular clear glass. Damn it. That's a mission for another day. I can replace the blocks anytime with a replace blocks command or whatever. Well, dolphins can breathe for quite a while in underwater, if I remember correctly. But hopefully I'll be able to free them before long. Just to make sure they don't jump out, I gotta build it a little bit higher than usual. Like about 2 blocks high. I just wanted to make a nice little play area for them. I should put some coral at the bottom so that way they have like enrichment or whatever. And put some cod in there so they have food. I'm surprised that dolphins can swim in this kind of water. Maybe they just appear everywhere, you know? Like, Minecraft is full of weirdness. Like, you'll find, like, cod in, like, underwater caverns and stuff. And they're not eyeless, either. I'm surprised there's no eyeless fish. Is this a cool aquarium? I guess. I don't know. Do you think it's cool? I think it's cool. Quit saying it's not cool. I think it's cool. I think it's the coolest aquarium ever. You guys are being mean saying that my aquarium isn't cool. How dare you? I meant the exclamation point. The exclamation point? Or the question mark? Or the question mark? Or the exclamation mark? Be free! Sort of. You have more room to swim. Oh. Yeah, I knew it. I knew they needed air. Question mark and exclamation point should not be next to each other, I know. Sometimes I get that way when I'm typing too. I think one of them drowned. Damn it. I didn't mean to make them drown, I was just trying to make a cool enclosure. There we go. Oh, they're all here. They're all here. Let's put down like 2 or 3 more. 1, 2. There you go. There we go. We got a little observation area for all our dolphins. And now we get to name them, too. How about it, guys? You guys want to help me name the dolphins? I'll name a couple of them, but then the rest of the names are up to you. I'll let one of you guys name it each. Name one each. Let's see. Can we do the nicknames for these guys? Yeah, you can name like one. You can name one dolphin. You'll be able to name one dolphin. Yep. Yes! So one will be named Echo. Because we all know how that game went. There we go. Another will be named Shamu. How did that happen? What the heck? I'm muted? How did that happen? I don't remember setting the hotkey to anything in particular. Shamu. And we have... This one's nameless. Potato Girl, do you have a name for a dolphin? Do you have a dolphin name that you have in mind, or are you kind of stuck? Let's see. We have the axolotls. Why are you kissing Rex? What are you doing? How did I get muted? Hammer? Okay, Hammer it is. Question mark. Hammer. And I'm gonna build this up at least one more block high. So that way they don't try to jump out. We don't- that's the last thing we need, a dolphin enclosure with no dolphins. I imagine these Minecraft dolphins, they get out in the world, they have the name tag on, and they're like, and other dolphins they meet up with, they're like, why do you have a name over your head? And then they're like, well, I guess I'm just like that. Well, there you go. Dolphin enclosure get. That's pretty cool if you ask me. And no, you know what? That's a project for another time. Alright. We're going back to my room because it's time for story time with Burtis. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and have some story time with Burtis. I did say I was gonna read it. I do have the post saved, so at least I hope I have the post save. Yes, I do. I do have the post save. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for this. And this will give you guys some time to find some round up some videos to at me on, you know. So no video reacting? No, we're gonna do the video reactions. We're just gonna do that after I read the story. So, you know, this isn't a live Burt reaction. This is more of a live chat reaction because you guys are gonna be reacting to this one. Okay. So, this is the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna read you. I'm gonna read a story. It's time for story time with Burtis. I'm a little nervous, but this person posted this story publicly online, so if they didn't want people to read it, then maybe they shouldn't have posted it online, honestly. I mean, I know that's, you know what, that's a bit very assuming this thing to say. Okay, they obviously posted it with the intention of sharing it, so I'm going to go ahead and credit them as they are, but if this isn't who they are anymore, then there's not much I can do about it. I haven't really done any research prior to reading the story, so you'll have to forgive me if any information here is exactly as inaccurate as it is. In other words, it's like people who read Reddit threads for videos clout, even though you can just go to Reddit and read Reddit drama on your own. So, anyway, here we go. I was a prune rat favorolist, deactivated, by the way, asked. Please, tell the story. Tell the children the story of Miss Stoobles. Nah. This is the story I was talking about, Miss Stoobles. It kind of what Lumi was talking about earlier kind of reminded me of this story. So, the story starts with from couldn't think of a funny name on tumblr.com. They say, Grace fuck. Why would you invoke her name like that? And then they start with, and when I read, I'm gonna go ahead and reiterate something. When I read I'm not talking about me as a whole. I'm talking about the person telling the story. So this is a story told from the first person. So, okay, fine. Gather round, children. Buckle up, because we're going on a bumpy ride back to everyone's collective least favorite place, 7th grade. Here, hold on. Let me take a drink before I start this. Damn it! Ah, spilled it all over my shirt. Ah! Hold on. I need to gather myself real quick. Hold on. Okay. Some background. I went to a very small Catholic school. 1 class per grade. We were the largest with 19 kids. Everyone knew each other whether they wanted to or not. Basically, every teacher and faculty member's insistence that we were the best and most special class in the school, all that is capitalized by the way, and that everyone loved having us. A long-standing 7th grade teacher, Miss O'Hara, decided to retire in the summer of 2008, meaning the school had to find us a new teacher for the upcoming year. This would be like the first new teacher in the school in a while, as she was getting the best class, this is in quotes, and it was viewed as a big deal. Somewhere in like July or August, we got a letter announcing Mrs. Stubell, and it came with a list of books to pick for the summer reading, and that was basically all the information we had. So the first day of class, she seems nice enough, very ditzy, I guess. It was very easy for herself to get herself off topic while talking. She constantly paced around the room, never staying in one place for longer than a second, complaining that she had restless leg syndrome, which, like, I'm sure she did, but she was in the middle of introducing herself, and then went on a 20-minute tangent about restless leg syndrome without anyone prompting her. It was almost like you could see her scattered thoughts flying around her head. So anyway, she eventually gives somewhat of an introduction. She only taught in public schools before. They kept worrying that she didn't know how to teach in a Catholic school, despite the entire class insisting literally nothing was different. You just teach the curriculum. Twice a week we have a religion class with Sister Mary King. That's literally it. She still talked over us, don't worry. She told us about her kids. She told us about her obsession with Emily Dickinson, stuff like that. Then she hands us this worksheet. She's like, oh, these are some basic questions for you to answer, just so I can get to know you guys better. Like in the lieu of an icebreaker game, which is fine, but the questions were all, what is your most haunting fear? What is your deepest regret? Have you ever experienced the pain of loss? What is your worst injury? What was your worst nightmare? Stuff, all questions like that. And then on the back, she wanted us to draw a gravestone and write out what we wanted our epitaph to be. Yeah. We were all 12 years old, mind you. Oh god. Yeah. Oh my god, and one girl missed the first day because of her grandmother's funeral, so when she came the next day and saw what the teacher was insisting she do for homework, she almost had a panic attack, and the lady still made her do it? Like, who literally wants to think about death anymore at a time like that? OMFG. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we get to the summer reading book reports, right? Now, she had given a list of maybe 20 books that you could pick from, read it, and then present an oral report on it. You had to have note cards, and you had to be able to answer questions from the class in the end. All in all, I've had worse projects. So on this list, she apparently put Madeline Langle's entire book series on the list. If you guys don't know who Madeline Langle is, she wrote A Wrinkle in Time and all those other books. And sometimes sometimes things about that pop up in the tags for Charles Calvin on Tumblr. I'm not sure why. I'm just saying. Not only did she did not make it known that this was a series of not multiple standalone books. So when reports started up, it caused a mass panic of kids trying to put together plot points and make connections on what the hell they read. I was the only kid who had chosen to read A Wrinkle in Time, and that has since led to a series of events that really actually scares me, and I'm still incredibly freaked out. I'm not gonna get into it right now, because it'll take away from the current story. But just know that I'm not wondering if it only happened because I read the book for Stu Bell. Anyway, so like, I got through the report okay. The class asking questions about it was fine. The teacher kept asking questions that didn't make sense like at all. My friend Angie always has super neat handwriting, and Miss Tubell got like obsessed with her note cards, asked if she could borrow them for something. When we got our braids back a few weeks later, Angie had points taken off for not having note cards. Wow. Mean. And then, her teaching just didn't happen. She'd never stay on topic, she'd always get herself distracted. We were not learning anything. And like, this wasn't a class of advanced smart kids that love to learn. By all accounts, we should have been thrilled. But it got out of hand. It got to the points where we had to start teaching lessons ourselves, asking teachers from other grades for help, always coming home in tears, complaining constantly to our parents, and the principal, because this woman wasn't teaching us anything. There were 2 kids who asked her multiple times for extra help, and she told them each time to talk to me after school, but then she'd leave immediately after school so they wouldn't be able to talk to her. They finally brought up the issue in the middle of class, and she had a breakdown, yelling about how nobody ever thinks that maybe the teacher has a lot of work to do, and maybe she's entitled to taking off early. But when she started to argue that she shouldn't, when we tried to argue that she shouldn't schedule meetings and then break them off in the name of relaxation, she stormed out of the room and tried to get the principal to give us attention, which, like, our school didn't even do, and she was the only one wrong during this situation. We're still in September at this point, and already at least 10 kids have considered transferring them to another school. And remember, there were only 19 of us, and most of the class have been together since preschool, so that was a big deal. Then she starts coming in with these weird bruises. All the moms, tiny TM at top, immediately start gossiping that her husband had to be beating her, and that's why she was screwy in the head. But the way she talked about her husband, that made it seem like he might be dead. And we did actually witness her fall and smack her head into a doorknob once, so no one really knew what to believe. And in parentheses it says, also, I'm not trying to imply that abuse would make someone crazy or damaged or anything. It's just more what was being said. I think they were trying to turn her into a more sympathetic character, because you feel sorry for her even if you don't. We're sorry for her. You don't have to hate her for frustrating your kids so much, and hate is a bad emotion. Remember, this is a Catholic school. So, you know, I guess that's the kind of the reasoning. Also, this woman, Emily Dickinson. She talked about Emily Dickinson every chance she could get. None of us knew who Emily Dickinson really was before she got there. You could see it in her mind, it was a capital offense. When she found out the curriculum didn't have any room to cover her, because we, like, have a textbook, it was way too upset about it. She started reading her poems whenever she found the time, usually somewhere in history class, and always gave us very detailed accounts of her dressing up as Emily and reading her poetry at the library. Now, 2 things to note here. The library did not hire her to do this. She would literally just get in the mood, put on an Emily Dickinson costume that she made by herself, drive to different libraries, and just read poetry out loud to everyone there until someone eventually asked her to leave. The way she described these events, her tone, the look on her face, her posture, you could tell that she was getting some sort of sexual gratification out of it. Like, dressing up as Emily Dickinson in public and reading her sad poems is what got this lady's jollies rocking, got her all hot and bothered, which is a lot, but why would you tell a bunch of 7th graders about it? Holy shit. What about that sounds like a good idea? What about that turns you back on? So anyway, we learned a lot about Emily Dickinson against her will. Man, I've never read Emily Dickinson, and now I'm very disinterested because of this story. One of the Davids, tiny TM on top, was reading a book for pleasure, which shouldn't have been a shocker. A lot of kids always had books on them. But Stubel got really interested and asked if she could borrow it from him. He was like, sure, after I finish it, but she took it that day. He asked for it back for like five weeks straight. Okay, so the school and the strudels. Okay, so the school was trying to do some dorky thing to promote togetherness or some virtue or something. I don't remember the specifics of why, but each class had to make a huge theme poster and hang it on the wall outside the classroom, which is like whatever, not the most thrilling project, but at least it allowed us to be productive versus just sitting there as the teacher runs about the room, rambling about her family vacation from 4 years ago as I scratch my leg here. Ah! Where was I? Well, Mrs. Stubel decided we needed a quirky nickname, and after 3 days of deliberation, we rechristened Stubel's Special Strudels. Points for alliteration or whatever, but no one actually voted for that, and what exactly do strudels have to do with Catholicism? It became a big running joke amongst the kids. Okay. So in case you were wondering, she didn't explain the assignment correctly to us, so every other class had these beautiful, artistic, well-themed and put-together posters, while ours was literally a bunch of shit thrown together on paper. Nothing fit with each other. It was literally embarrassing to look at. But then, she wouldn't drop the strudel thing, like she kept bringing it up. And she got really into strudels and would tell us random shit about them. Finally, someone jokes that we should get strudels one day for a party, instead of like a pizza party, and she's freaking out and I'm bored. She really wants us to buy us strudels and have a breakfast party now. She's talked about it for like 2 days straight. So you know how in school when you would have a pizza party, usually a teacher would buy it? That's how they always happened in my experience. Not counting the last day of 10th grade when some kid had a pizza delivered to the school for lunch but didn't get there until math class. But especially in grade school, like if it wasn't a PTA made party that's super organized, the school would buy the food, right? Right? Yeah, so she was like, if this is happening, you need to give me the money. Just give me the money and I'll pick them up on my way to work. After some arguing, some kids are on board. Strudels only cost a couple $, right? She's like, oh no, I'm gonna get them from this high-end bakery near my house. It'll be special, but they're not cheap and they'll be a big order. So I'm gonna need like $15 from each of you. At this point, I'm like, just like, lady, come on. But she keeps insisting she's not gonna go until every class and student in class pays up. And I'm like, I'm poor, I don't even like strudel. And some of the less naive kids are siding with me. But then she pulls that you guys are just spoiling the fun for your classmates shit, like all the naive kids who are already paid up. So it gets to the point where we just gotta cave and give her the money. I ended up stealing it out of my crazy bitch aunt's wallet, so it's whatever, I guess. That's the way. If you want something, you just gotta steal the money for it, obviously. Then, of course, shockingly enough, every morning when she was met with, "Where are the strudels?" and every morning she went wide-eyed, slapped her forehead, and laughed and yelled in embarrassed horror, "I totally forgot! Tomorrow, guys, I promise!" Honestly, with how scatterbrained and confused she always was, like, to this day, I can't tell you with 100% certainty whether or not she hustled us, or she was actually just forgetting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she stole from them. Like, I can imagine stealing from a bitch aunt or whatever, but stealing from kids, that's kind of low. You don't steal from kids unless you're stealing toys. And even then, that's just low. Well, anyway. I chose to lean towards the hustled us side because that's the type of people I'm used to, but if I found out it was innocent forgetfulness, I wouldn't exactly be surprised. She couldn't handle more than one person talking at a time. Like, we had break periods or group work or something, and all the talking made her go wide-eyed and batty. She'd look overworked and anxious. She would be darting around the room trying to do some work or something, but she couldn't focus. She yelled at anyone who tried to talk to her directly. I remember one time she was using this boy's desk for something, so he asked, "Where am I supposed to sit?" And she snapped, "Sit on the ceiling for all I care." And this kid was a class clown, tiny TM on top. So, he immediately grabbed the chair in one hand and started climbing the bookcase to try to reach the ceiling. She's standing next to this and doesn't even notice. He's got all four chair legs planted on the ceiling, and was trying to maneuver his way onto the chair. I really don't know what the plan was exactly. He was really tall, and it was a small building. So I think he probably had the idea that if he can get his body upside down in the chair and stretch out his arms like a handstand to hold on the bookcase, he could arguably sit on the ceiling. But he slipped, crashed into my desk and the two desks near me, knocked over the bookcase, broke the chair in half, and hit the desk with enough force to knock them down even lower. It was hilarious. Everyone was losing their shit, cracking up. He was fine. Don't worry, he was fine. He didn't break anything, hopefully. And it still took like Miss Stubble 5 minutes to notice his lying across the desk right in front of her eyes. She was pissed, but how did she miss any of it in the first place? She was barely being helpful in whatever she was trying to do. This was the year that the Phillies were going to the World Series, and all the grades were having a Phillies rally in the cafeteria, so a news crew was coming to the school, and each class was supposed to come up with a fun little cheers for them to broadcast. Multiple cheer ideas were presented to her, and she vetoed them all, someone even suggesting we just sing the damn Eagles theme song, with replaced words and calling it a day, but she vetoed that too. She was very adamant that she could come up with a cheer all by herself, and it'll be the best one. Whoever had the best cheer was winning like an ice cream day or something, okay. And then, literally 5 minutes before the rally, she just hands us signs with letters and was like, we're gonna spell out Phillies, it would be cute, won't it my strudels? We were the weakest class there, predictably. I think we lost to the kindergartners. That's pathetic. There might still be a video online of me yelling "I" passionately at the top of my lungs. It was online because our cheer was so bland that the news crew cut out the broadcast. I literally can't say enough about how she never taught us anything. She'd be going on some tangent about how she doesn't understand the science behind skiing, and I'd be like, okay, but can you really tell me where Romania is on the map? And she'd start fights whenever someone actually wanted to learn. It was so easy to get her angry, but so hard for her to stay on topic. Kids started teaching the class themselves. Like seriously, she'd be rambling and one of us would go up to the podium, open the teacher's guide textbook, and just start reading out loud and talking over her. By the time she noticed, we'd be halfway through the lesson. We understood it better than when she tried. You know something's wrong when preteens are more qualified for a job than an adult who supposedly went to school for this. We were in church having run-throughs for our upcoming confirmation. She almost set the church on fire 15 different times. In less than half an hour. How hard is it to hold a candle? Jeez. Okay, and here's when stuff starts picking up. It was October 28th, a Tuesday. And it was our last day of school that week because they were having parent-teacher conferences the rest of the week. So we were just hanging out, watching movies in class and reading. Lord knows we weren't learning. And Stubelle calls me over to her desk. It's like she had given everyone little bags of candy with candy for Halloween. But I got up there and she hands me an extra one. And she's like, Molly, I know your birthday is tomorrow and I bought you a present, but I left it on my coffee table this morning by accident. So I just had the candy for now. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm like the 6th birthday this year. You didn't give anyone else presents? And she goes, oh, I know, but this is a special secret surprise. I know you're gonna love it. I just know you're gonna love it. Do you want to stop by my house later this week and pick it up, or should I just give it to you Monday after school? And like writing, this sounds like a non-threatening exchange. Oh, it doesn't. But it was like, but I felt so uncomfortable, holy shit. I looked over to my shoulder and shooting my friend's SOS signals. Something about this felt so weird in my gut, like OMFG. I told her thanks, and I just see her on Monday. So we flash forward to Wednesday, my 13th birthday, the day the Phillies won the World Series, and also the day my mother innocently strolled into the school for her meeting, only to be met with screaming, the sound of heavy destruction, and the school secretary, Mrs. Daly, running at her in a panic, waving her arms and yelling, "Your meeting is canceled! Your meeting is canceled! Get in my office now!" Oh god. This is my favorite part, even though it's the worst part. So my poor mother, who thought that she could handle this whole meeting in a few minutes and barely be an hour late for work, is now barricaded in the front office with the school secretary as the noise down the hall get louder and louder. The woman explains that they had gotten so many complaints about Miss Stubelle that this morning when she got to school, the principal, Sister Patricia, called her in and said, "Listen, we need you to be professional and still have parent conferences. We have to let you go. We just don't think you fit in well here, and the kids need to come first and feel comfortable in their school." And like, I'm paraphrasing because I wasn't there. We all know she was very polite and professional about it. Miss Stubelle, however, was not. She flipped her chair and stormed out of the office and locks herself in the 7th grade classroom. She starts wrecking shit out of the place, screaming obscenities, and at the top of her lungs, they had to call the cops on her. She was locked in there for almost an hour. Let me give you a nice little list of everything she did in that classroom. smashed 3 windows, threw everything off of her desk and carved swear words all over it, got cleaning fluid that she knew would damage the chalkboards and smeared it all over, cracked the chalkboards by repeatedly smashing chairs against them, wrote swear words all over the walls and on desk, went into students' desk, ripped up their books, stole my glasses, which were in my desk because I only used them in class at the time, threw some desks around, carved swear words onto the boards. There was so much carving. I'm assuming she just had a knife on her person, which has to lead to the question, did she have a knife on her while she was in class with us? Physically ripped the hooks to hang backpacks out of the wall, knocked closet door off of his hinges. Hold on. Ripped up all the books in the bookcases and threw their pages all around the room, wrote fluid phrases inside students' desks, broke multiple chairs, used her podium as a battering ram against the wall that's in front of where the backpacks go. The wall won, but damage was inflicted. Set a fire in a trash can. When the principal and the other teachers try to get in, she thrust her rolling chair at the door to scare them off. She was screaming curse words at the top of her lungs the entire time, and cursing the school, the kids, and the principal, and the church in general. The school building was small, so all the parents and the smaller children had to come to the meetings, who were locked in their respective classrooms in fear, heard everything. So much more, but it's 4:30 in the morning as of them typing this, and this list is already long. So my mom is in the front office, and dead as the entire police force shows up running down the hall to get to the classroom, yelling at her to stop. When it takes a while for them to get her out, holy shit, they knocked down the door and she tried to escape from out of one of the broken windows. Jeez, that must have hurt. But they got her and dragged her out. So of course, in such a small school with very involved parents, this shit spread like wildfire. The entire town knew within the day. And the poor principal called a newly retired old 7th grade teacher and was like, so we need some help. And the lady was like, I already heard, I'll be there Monday. OMFG. I remember I got a text from one of my classmates saying, if your birthday wish was for us to be set free from the beast, I love you. OMFG. So we eventually go back to school on Monday and everyone's buzzing. The principal has us go to the cafeteria and she delicately explains the situation, that the old teacher is coming out of retirement for us. The school has a restraining order against Miss Stubell now, and she's sorry that we had to deal with this mess. Our classroom had to go under some heavy reconstruction before we could be let back in there, and so for like 2 weeks we alternated between the cafeteria and the preschoolers' classroom. With no books or anything, just provided loose leaf paper and pens. It was like surreal, but everyone was just so happy to be rid of her and be in the presence of a competent teacher, OMFG. We eventually were able to go back to our usual classroom. Oh, that's a lot to read. Alright. There's a little bit more, don't worry, we're almost done. It took a while. Bullet point 1. It took a while for things to go back to normal, though, after the big spectacle she made. For weeks after she was fired, we were all very scared of the possibility that Mrs. Stubell returning to the school with a gun in hand. It was always a topic we whispered about at lunch with wide eyes and shivers, like genuine nightmare scenario. About 2 weeks after she was fired, a boy in the back of the classroom gasped loudly during SSR, and when we looked at him, he whispered in anger, "She never gave us our freaking strudels!" That's not the... No! No! Hold on. About 3 months after she was fired, we were lined up at the door to go to the library when a few of us looked through the windows and saw something darting through the trees. It was fast and we couldn't make anything out, so we let it drop. When the class and their teacher returned half an hour later, the book she had borrowed months before from one of the boys was sitting on his desk. It was just laying there. The room was silent, nothing had been disturbed, but I had never seen a book look so threatening. People were freaking out. Someone kept insisting that she turned the book into a bomb. No one figured out how she got it into the school, and no one could figure out how she got it on the right desk, as we had switched the seating arrangement since she had last been there. A full 6 months after she had left, it was nearing the end of the school year, and our class was sticking around during our class computer class. Someone found a website, in parentheses, that we weren't allowed to be on, and that pulls up any police records attached to whoever's name you enter. So someone decided to enter Mrs. Stubell as a joke. We end up finding out she has 6 DUIs. And that's the story of the horrendous teacher that, hold on, who is it? Who is it that was telling the story again? That's the story of how... Couldn't think of a funny name. There we go. And that's the story of how the horrendous teacher I couldn't think of a funny name on Tumblr had for 2 months in 7th grade. One of their favorite party stories, but to be honest, she still haunts me, Tiny TM at top. God damn. That was something. That was something. Like, holy cow. It's still my favorite story to go back and read, because it makes me grateful that I had teachers that were somewhat normal when I was younger. But geez. I mean, I know some people have weird teachers, or even wacky teachers, or sometimes even mean teachers. But you know, that's downright terrifying, it is. And they went through that in 7th grade. Good God, yeah, I know. I'll reblog the original post so you guys can read it again at your leisure. It's a really, really horrifying story. It sounds like some kind of Reddit story. It probably was. Well, anyway. I don't like the sound of this. I don't like the sound of this already. Pikmin hookers. Oh my god. Should I? Should I? Oh god. Yeah, here it is, right here. Hold on. I gotta get the window capture up. And all this up. Pikmin... Okay, let's see. Randomizing Pikmin 3 was a mistake. I can imagine. Hold on. Gotta... Okay, it's a clip from, Dawn Schnack. Okay. Hi. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One moment.
Get ready. Get some good sleep tonight. No hookers back at the ship. All right? We're keeping it clean. No alcohol, nothing. I want y'all in top condition. If I see one of y'all hang over tomorrow, the juicer. Gone.
He's disappointed.
Yes, the troops, they did not follow orders.
What? What? The Rock.
You can only do so much. Lead a horse to water, but you can't make it not go to the strip club. Get ready. Get some good sleep tonight.
Welp. Well, sometimes you need a little R&R, you know? That's just how it is. That's just how it is, unfortunately. Let's see, what else? Oh, I think I've seen these before. I think I've seen these. You said at 14 seconds, right? Oh. What? Oh. Oh. He just wanted him. He's a stalker. Oh. Touch what? Oh, the poor girl. The poor girl. Maybe she'll find someone. Maybe she'll find someone new. Maybe she'll find a cute girl that likes scum. I don't know. Maybe. That she gets. Yeah, she deserves so much better. Okay, let's watch this next one here. Oh. It's a dude. It's a girl on fire. Fuel, but it's plushies. Not anyone's surprised by this. Flash warning. Flash warning. Flash warning. Anyone with epilepsy should probably podcast this for the next, minute and 45 seconds. I call everyone dude. Currently looking for a video. I'll send some in a bit. Take your time, guys. Take your time. This is like LPS pet video level of music video. Skyto! Tsum Tsums, yeah. Name is Akito, Toyo, and Kohane. Huh. Well, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. That is actually a pretty interesting song. I'm always looking for new songs to cover, so, you know. Alright. They're in the street band. Sent! Alright, I will get to yours in just a second. Lumi Potato Girl just sent me another one. It's a 6-second video from the looks of things. Oh, I remember this one.
A potato flew around my room before you came, excuse.
Wait. That can't be all of it. There's a part where the potato flies around the room at max velocity, isn't there? Oh, another one. Oh, it's Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo.
Come back and fight like a man, you vegetable!
Fight like a man, you vegetable! There we go. That's one. That's one way to do it. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and clear out my inbox for now. We got another message? No? Alright, well, while we wait for, Boo! Itchy, you're so late! I cannot believe how late you are. We're pretty much almost done. We're just doing the live Burtist reaction, so if you have any videos, if you have any Funi videos you want to send me, don't hesitate. Augustus Gloop goes up the pipe, but it's a Danganronpa execution. That's one of the things I was just recommended on my browse page, on my homepage. Bro is very late. Let me find something. Okay, we'll watch something from Itchy, and then we'll watch a Spee mail. And then we'll watch what Scooter has to offer. And then we'll end things off here. Let me go ahead and search up Spee mail so I don't forget. Spee mail. Let me check my email. Let's see, which one should I play for you guys? ISP, no. Well, that one's very funny. Gimmicks, garage sale, Sibby, movies, Couch Patch, Death Metal. Alright, one more from Potato. Another one from Potato Girl. Let's see.
I'm not gay, are you? Oh, no. Buzz, look, there's a dick! Where? Ah, nigga! You gay as fuck!
Jeez. Could have done without the N-word, but hey, you know. Okay. Lescent. Ooh. Alright, we got 2 of them here. Open link in new tab. Open another link in new tab. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You can see it very clearly on the screen. You can see it very clearly on the screen. Oh, it's a kitty. It's a kitty. I'm gonna have to do some more cropping after we're done with this. There we go. And there we go. The most efficient stapler. Oh! Oh, look at him! He's numbing, he's jumping. Hopefully he's got chew toys though. I hope this isn't like a cat is the cat video cute situation. Hold on. Okay. Oh. Shadows over loathing. Lack of color out of space. Oh, it's a soundtrack. I'll listen to part of it, but I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna make this a whole thing, you know. Let me check my email. Oh, I love this game. There is a Westover loathing. Maybe I should play it since I was talking about cowboy RPGs yesterday. I guess I can just do this. Made art for Gloomy once? Yeah. Interesting. If this is the closest I'll get to the loathing games, then so be it. Eventually, I'll play them. Eventually. I've already proven with Chrono Trigger that I can LP an RPG, and that's what's broken my previous my actors previous streams, previous attempts at Let's Playing. So, you know, maybe it'll happen. But that's an interesting song. I like it a lot. Okay. All right. We'll watch one speed mail, and then we will watch oh, there's one that I had to show. Oh, this is the one I was thinking about showing you guys. Here it is. This is the one I was thinking about showing you guys. I was like thinking, which one should I show these guys next? This is the one, guys. Caffeine. And let me get it cropped real quick so that way you guys can see it. And there you go. This has a couple of incorrect quotes.
Number 91, it's evil! Dear Strongbad, it must be really annoying living with someone that's whiny as Strongsad. Why don't you slip him some caffeine? Justin, Murphy's bro. Tekken. Oh, devilish laugh. Dear Justin, in addition to the cut of your jib, I likes the sound of your town. Murphy's bro. But we got the all-wide science fair just around the corner, and I've been straining for a project. So far, all I come up with is the effects of gasoline on fire.
That's a very...
So I figure I just drop a couple of heaping spoonfuls of Sanka into Strongsad's orange juice and collect the ensuing data. I'll definitely get first place. And who knows? I might even win me a Nobel PC Prize. So, Strongsad, tell me, How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great. I feel great. I feel bad. I don't even watch football. I don't even watch football. I can't remember my legs. Hey, the cheat, listen up. Wait, what did I say?
Do not
What did
try
I
at
just say?
home.
Did I say anything? What about this one? Did that mean anything?
After being
Did I offend you?
exposed to
I hope
my
I didn't
control
offend you.
cheat, subject started acting way creepier than normal. Like, even for strong side.
Marzipan. What do you want to make? You want to make some wood davers with me? I got pine cones, I got peanut butter, I got everything we need. I said pine cones. Gonna be successful. Gonna be phenomenally successful. Sell them at the corner store. Sell them at the 5 and dime. Marzipan, you gotta get on the train. Get on the wood davers train. Here goes the wood davers train. It's taking off. It's a new century.
Wood davers?
Subject's condition continued to deteriorate, and he began making up arts and crafts activities, like wood davers. Down!
No.
Down! Down!
No. Parakeet.
Did you just say parakeet?
In the final stages, subject became erratic, violent, and really funny to watch.
Hey, Coach Z. What do you got? What do you got for me? Talk about that.
Cut that
What, you
out.
want to play some soccer?
Don't hurt me.
Some hockey puck? I got whatever
I
you
don't
need.
wanna
What do
die.
you got? Salad? Pasta salad? Potato salad?
just
fruit
an old
salad,
man.
Fruit salad? Fruit
Oh.
salad? Fruit
Oh.
salad? Salad? Salad as a rock? Coach Z, what are we doing here?
You was trying to jank me.
Yep.
Feeling woozy.
At this point, the test subject was dead.
I was not dead.
Shut up. And all of this data could only bring us to one conclusion. Strong side's adopted.
That's not true either.
I told you. Lots of incorrect quote potential. Right there. At that point, the subject was dead. Okay, let's watch Scooter's stuff, and then we'll end it off on the thing that I wanted to end it off on, because I'm about to take a week break, and I want to make sure that you guys know poor Strongstad. Well, you feel bad for him, but after a while, you kind of think to yourself, he kind of has it coming sometimes. Anyway, here's a puppy.
It is bedtime. Let's go. Coda. It is 10 o'clock at night. Let's go. Inside. Come on.
This went on for another 20 minutes. Aw, puppy. Puppy. The name of the channel is Homestar Runner. Hold on. Let me go ahead and verify that real quick. Let me go ahead and verify it really quick. Hold on. Homestarrunner.com is the name of the channel. It's a bunch of old web stuff. Some of it is pretty dated. I'd say the whole, I think Homestar Runner got its start sometime in like 2001 or 2, but I could be wrong. But it's basically old web stuff, you know, like I think Scooter knows what I'm talking about, back when everything had a website and you could find pretty much anything as long as you looked around enough. All that kind of thing. Dry. Oh, an onion. Oh. There we go. And now everything's no longer dry. Whoa, he got a treehouse out of it too. Another onion. Goodbye. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wow. That's amazing. Well, hold on. One more video. And then we'll end things off.
Okay, Lil Ghost. The next sinner gets the perfect torture.
Oh.
Surprise, con artist! You're burning.
Oh, no way! This is great news.
Huh?
I've always wanted to go to hell, dude.
Whoa.
Okay.
Heaven would have been torture for me.
Oh, really?
Oh, don't do it! Don't do it!
You shouldn't have said anything.
You gotta be kidding me.
Count that guy tortured.
You shouldn't have said anything, man. Shouldn't have said anything. Oh, one more video from Potato Girl and then we'll call it off. One more video from Potato Girl. Alright. A Canadian?
Is right above us. The country right above us, the language they speak.
Spanish.
The country right above us, not below us.
Bitch, I don't know.
You got Mexico, U.S., and... Fuck, Skip. Oh, my God.
I'm not gonna do
All right,
this.
it's not Chinese, it's...
Japanese.
Okay. It's not German. It sounds really fancy. Tendresse, calesse.
Spanish.
No, sir. It got a lot of... Oui.
Chinese.
Oui.
Oui, French.
Why did you say bonjour?
Okay, that's the last one. That's the last one, everyone. Oui, yes, oui, indeed. Alright, well, actually, now that it's almost the end of the stream, there is actually something that I wanted to do to commemorate the fact that I've uploaded, uploaded for almost a year now, and, well, actually, pretty much a year. Hold on, I gotta get some fitting music. Hold on, let's not start this yet. Okay. This is gonna be very hard because I was originally going to write this down, so I hope that you guys... If I start repeating myself in certain places, I apologize. I'm not very good at talking. So I'll try to get to the point as quick as I can. Because I know this stream's getting long and I don't know if you guys want to go to bed or get ready for the next day or whatever. But here we go. From the bottom of my heart, this is what I have to say, now that I've been uploading for a year. It's kind of hard to put into words how overwhelmed I feel about how many people have kind of come together and supported my content up to this point. And I know 44 subscribers in the grand scheme of things is not much, but I feel like in the general sense of things, when you consider my past and everything that I've done, this is the most I've ever had, and this is the most I've ever kept, longest I've ever kept up with something. And I really do appreciate you guys so much for sticking around with me and being with me here and just in general supporting me and uplifting me, whether it's been liking my videos, watching them, or just leaving a comment in general. And while I know that most of the games that I play haven't really hit a note with you guys, and I understand it's easy to skip Let's Plays, I love all the work that I put into them to ensure that they're well done and exciting to watch, even if I'm not that exciting to watch. I'm really grateful that you guys have taken the time, patience, and love to actually, you know, be with me, you know? And I love and appreciate every single one of you. Not just the people that come to my chat and live streams, or the people that just comment on my stuff in general, but everyone that's ever come on Tumblr to send me asks, and people who have just come and talk to me, you know? And it's fun. It's fun listening, it's fun watching and creating videos for you guys. I don't want this to end. I don't. But unfortunately, it's going to. September is coming a lot sooner than we think, and as a result, it won't be long, and if I don't have 100 subscribers by then, it's hard to say goodbye, but it will be, at that point, time to say goodbye. And I know that it sucks to hear that, because, you know, with September, even if September is still very close, it's still far away. But that's the thing. Let's continue to make the most of the time that we have together. Even if I do manage to reach 100 subscribers, and I hope that we can continue to have laughs and love for as long as we live, or as long as I live, for that matter, or as long as anyone lives. And as for you guys, and as for like the not reaching 100 subscribers thing, even if I don't reach 100 subscribers before the end of August, I hope that we can make the last month till September, the end of September, matter and count a lot, because I love making videos for you guys, and it'll be very hard to say goodbye. And just want to say a special thank you to all my chatters, all my subscribers, all the people on Tumblr and on Blue Sky who have supported me up to this point. I want to thank you all so much for all your love and, you know, everything like that. I may be very parasocial to say this, but I feel like you guys are probably some of the best friends I could ever ask for. And I really do appreciate it a lot. I'm trying to think now. Well, either way, and let's just say that, you know, let's just make the most of our time together. In just general talking about subs. Yeah. And just in general on subs, it doesn't matter if I get 100 subs, 200 subs, 1,000, 100,000, a million before August. I'm grateful for everything. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for being the motivation and the reason that I keep doing this. And I love each and every single one of you, and thank you so much. And that's it. That's all I have to say. I still have my Tumblr, don't worry. I'll probably turn it more into a roleplay account more than anything. And as for everything else, I'm glad that you're here and I found your channel. I'm glad. I love you guys so much, and I'm sorry that I'm taking a break for a week. I understand that that comes as sort of a shock after all, but I want to kind of wind down and get things prepared for the next chapter, you know? Like, we got a new channel intro to make. That one's about a year old at this point. We got a new, I want to make a new model. I want to get a new model going. This one's kind of getting old. I just want to get a lot of new stuff going. No, I won't get a new room. This is about as good as it's gonna get, unfortunately. And there's a lot to look forward to. Remember, in July, I'm doing that spooky month, you know? Decemberween or whatever. Not Decemberween, Summerween, you know? The Summerween stuff. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. We're still gonna be together. Trust me. It won't be long before I have to say goodbye if I don't reach 100 subscribers, but I hope I reach 100 subscribers, because I want to keep doing this. I love doing this. And I may decide to forego that come August. Just letting you know. In the meantime, I want you guys to know that I love you, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in about, I'll see you the weekend after this next. Bye-bye!